Hi, how are you? All the videos I make take forever. They take forever to make. I'm so long, I'm so slow. I'm long in length. I'm long in time. High off my success with this, the $1 AirPods. Wait, no, don't click it. Don't click it. You have to watch this video first. In fact, get that. You can watch that after, but you have to watch this first. Always scares me when it pops up just out of nowhere. Now, I wanted to do a part 2 of the Rolly Boy, but I can't find where the cable went. It's like a mini B cable, and I'm on record as saying that any drawer that is empty, the universe will just like spawn a mini B cable into it. And now I don't have one. But there is something else that's audio related to talk about, and that is new MP3 players. If you're on eBay or AliExpress like ever, you'll probably at some point come across a 3D rendering of like an MP3 player that looks really nice for a really low price. MP3 players are alive and well, despite your phone basically being able to do everything and more that an MP3 player can do. Some people, really weird, dumb, stupid people, want to buy an MP3 player in the year 2023, me included. So this is a Kingbox high fidelity music player M1. It's shaped like a medieval medallion. You know, I have insomnia, so I like to listen to ASMR like when I'm falling asleep, and I wanted something that wasn't connected to the internet so I wouldn't be like tempted to go on it and like, you know, look at the same Pinterest meme over and over again. $10 is not a lot of money, and I gotta say, the build quality is really nice. I really like it. The form factor is kind of funny. Like, it's kind of cool that you have a little thing as a necklace. Is it an MP3 player or an Olympic medal? I'm not sure. If I were to play in the Olympics, I would definitely get that as a medal. It plays flax, too, but I tested it, and I can't tell a difference, and I don't know if that's because of the device or if I'm stupid. I think both of those could probably be true. It's really quirky, too. It has this mirror coating on it, which looks cool, but like makes using it outside basically impossible. It just like reflects all of the sun directly into your eyeballs. The screen is obviously square and it's off center. There's the bevel on the bottom of the device is larger than the one at the top. But the thing that really gets me is, let's say I'm trying to listen to something, Dr. Sensor, ASMR. Yeah, okay. Let's say I want to turn up the volume. What do I have to do? There's buttons on the side. Do I need to click those buttons? As you can see, it's a fingerprint magnet. You have to hold the play pause button. Okay, so I got it. The audio has to be playing, and then when the audio is playing, you can hold the play button for about a second, and then it will select the volume. And the volume is already on the highest. I kind of like it, but admittedly, it's kind of difficult to use. Like, if I were to use this for any more than 10 minutes before I'm going to bed at night, I would not be able to tolerate this. And I think it's kind of indicative of the experience of buying a brand new MP3 player these days, because they're all so weird. So I was poking around online and I saw this one. It looks like a squat iPhone, like a squat lobster of the iPhone. It looks nice, doesn't it? And it's under $20. So I just wanted to see what would show up if I bought it. And something did show up. Here it is. Audio player. Looking for the right listening concept? Sound quality is the core of our product. Can't argue with that. My first thought is it's really heavy. It's very heavy. Exceedingly so. I really think there is a lead weight in this. Another thing I noticed right off the bat, notice the large bezel here, and it doesn't take up the entire screen like the pictures. A little welcome screen on it. Typically when an electronic device says welcome when you open it up, it's kind of like, why are you doing that? I don't know, it's just, it seems stupid. So, it's touchscreen, which is good. It's so small that it's hard to click on stuff, and I honestly, like, sometimes I can't tell if that's a problem with it or it's just like my big finger just being like bleh, bleh, bleh. But another thing that's really weird, the menu options, they're cut off in like abbreviated. So instead of options, it just says up. You think they would be able to figure that out. It can play video, apparently. I don't know why. I tried to put videos on it and it just didn't do anything. It just didn't work straight up. It's not worth it. I can count the pixels on this screen. But $20, you know, keep that in mind, 20 bucks. Although I would rather watch a video on this than read an ebook on here. A lot of MP3 players have a little ebook option on it. And I don't know why. Never in my life have I said, I really want a Kindle, but 1 inch tall, like ½ an inch thick, with an LCD screen on it, so that the battery will die basically immediately. The reason it's on here is because they say, we need a feature that will make us stand out from the crowd of all the MP3 players you can buy. What's our feature gonna be? Maybe somebody wants to read on here. I know what the kids want, they want to read. But the weirdest thing on here is the dictionary, or as it is said here, dict. So you just have to click on the dict. You're presented with a keyboard that is in alphabetical order. I don't think QWERTY would be any better for a thing like this, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, I can't get over this. There's 2 buttons. One says tur, and the other says cool. It's just frustrating. Like, there's space here. There's space. I think the only explanation for that is they had like an extra 500 kilobytes left over on the ROM, and they're just like, we need to, what can we put on here to fill this up? I don't know. At least they tried. But here's the thing. Something I really swear by, not always, specifically with smartphones, I typically swear by, is instead of buying a budget smartphone, the Moto E, look at that screen, I'll buy the previous generation's flagship. You know, for a long time, I had an LG V60. Technology, the way it evolves, and like the way the product cycles work, a previous generation, it loses its value really quickly. But it's still really good. I mean, the V60 can shoot 8K video. That's crazy. So why buy a brand new $17 MP3 player when for $5 less, you can have this? This is an iPod Touch 4th generation. This wasn't like a steal, like a good deal that I found. Multiple sellers has listed these for under $20 on eBay, free shipping. Free shipping. I was very excited, needless to say. As a kid, I always really wanted these really badly. The lock screen is just like, it's so classic, isn't it? It's got like a bunch of sticky residue on the back of it. It also says on the top, TISD Bell Magnet 23. If you know Bell Magnet 23, I'm assuming this is their iPod, let me know. This can connect to the internet. It can still go on iTunes and like download apps, not very well, mind you. What I ended up doing, because it was so slow, is I jailbroke it so I could get like some homebrew stuff on it. But also I was able to sideload some apps from iTunes. Like, I got Plants vs. Zombies on here. I've been using this thing as a Plants vs. Zombies machine. And the thing that I'm so struck by is how good the screen is. I really can't see any pixels. The Retina screens are really good. Most of the apps that were like, you know, originally shipped with it, like the weather and videos and stuff, they don't work anymore. I got Flappy Bird, the light version of Minecraft, and they run great. The camera kind of surprised me. I took a picture in the parking lot I was in, and I was like pretty surprised by how reasonable the picture quality is. You know, you can't really zoom into it. Frankly, you should probably back away from it. But like for capturing, you know, a little moment or something, it works fine. Now granted, as I'm telling you this, I'm trying to go through the pictures to like show one, and it's totally frozen up. Hi there! Today I'm going to show you how to get free Roblox with no viruses or any cheats. So first things first, if you have an antivirus, you're going to want to disable that. And go ahead and go to freeram.net. The nostalgia aside, there's a lot of like useful stuff you can do just like browsing the internet. The biggest problem with this is it is used, which means the battery life on it is not going to be very good. I left it just sitting on my desk for 2 or 3 days in standby, right? Like, just click the button. And when I got back, you know, it was over halfway charged still. It's not like a situation where if I want to play Plants vs. Zombies, I need to be plugged in. Like, Apple, in their infinite stupidity, or maybe smartness, you know, it depends if you're Apple or not. The batteries in these are soldered in, so it's a huge pain to get out. If you're buying one new, it's probably old stock, so it's probably not even going to be as good as it was originally. In summary, if you want to buy an MP3 player, instead of buying this little thing or a Oreo cookie with a necklace attached to it, try buying something used. It's probably better for the environment, I would assume, and it's probably better for you, too. Thanks to my Patreon supporters. Well, I guess that's it. Let me know what you think about an MP3 player medallion for the Olympics. And bye.